Hello everyone, how are you? I believe all of you are healthy and happy. Well, students, you must have read a newspaper or you must have gone through a newspaper application. The newspapers, they tell us that what has happened in the world around us, whether it was something good like a seminar or a fair or a celebration, or something bad like an accident or a natural disaster. We get all that in the form of a report. And when I say that a report is presented in a newspaper, it is something that has already happened. So, when we talk about a very important topic of class 12, that is report writing, we are dealing with something that has already happened in the past. And that is the core element of report writing. It is a wonderful writing skill option and it has to be written in the past tense. So, the topic today is report writing. Report writing is an attempt to gather information about an event, incident, or accident from the persons concerned, the parties involved, the victims, and the authorities. The third person point of view ensures objectivity in report. So do remember these 2 points. Number one, that the reports are written in past tense, and number two, that they are written from the third person point of view. There are two types of reports in our syllabus. The first one is written for a newspaper and the second one is for a school magazine. What are the differences? Let's go through the format. When we are writing a report for a newspaper, we have the heading, there is a byline, and then we have the date line in which the name of the newspaper, the place, and the date are mentioned along with the answers to 5 W's and 1 H. So, what are the 5 W's? That is what, when, where, who or by whom, and the last one is why. And the H is definitely how. Coming, coming to talk about the second type of report, that is the one for the school magazine. It has a heading, byline, and again in the date line, the place as well as the date is mentioned. There is no mention of the newspaper. And the report has the answer to all the 5 W's and 1 H again. The marking scheme according to CBSE is if the question carries 10 marks, 1 mark is for the format including the title, the name of the writer. If there is a designation given, then that should be there as well as the date line. The content carries 5 marks and the expression carries 4 marks. But if the question carries only 5 marks, then 1 mark is for format, 2 is for content, and 2 is for expression. Now coming to some important points related to report writing. A report should be practical and convey all the necessary information. It should be well structured with a title, run into small paragraphs, and should be factual. Write in indirect speech and preferably in passive voice. Write in third person form and avoid using pronouns like I, me, or you. So even if it is about an annual function, everybody liked it, still the way you write it is everybody enjoyed the celebration. You cannot mention something from your side that I liked it too much, my friends liked it too much. No, you have to mention it objectively from the third person point of view. And that is what is written here, that avoid imposing your personal opinions and do not make any conclusions. So you can give suggestions regarding a particular problem. May it be related to the dim light, may it be related to drunk driving, may it be related to something about the natural disaster and the relief measures taken. But you cannot come to a conclusion, you cannot draw a conclusion. Answer the questions to when, where, why, what, who, and how. So a report is basically an answer to 5 W's and 1 H. Report should have an appropriate conclusion or a recommendation. So you have to end it properly. You cannot have an open ending of sorts. The word limit is usually it is 150 to 200 words, and we can have the 125 to 150 words also. It depends on the word limit, whichever word limit is there in the question. frame your report accordingly. Now, coming to the types of reports that are in our syllabus, we have the reports related to accidents, reports related to various types of natural disasters like landslides, floods, earthquake, etc. We can have the reports related to fairs like book fair, trade fair, automobile fair, reports related to the week celebration, drives conducted, rallies organized. So these are also in one category. Then the celebrations specifically related to the school, that is annual day celebration, annual sports day celebration, the seminars and workshops conducted on various topics, and the exhibitions are also associated with the school, that is the social science exhibition, the science exhibition. Then we have the camps and other events like the blood donation camp, the medical camp, other events like a particular place was a polling booth, so the report about the polling day. So you can have a report on such topics also. Now, coming to one by one, the reports and what should be included in one kind of report. So, if you have to write a report about accidents or a natural disaster, a civic problem, or a disease outbreak, they should have these particular points. It should definitely have a catchy headline, expansion of headline in the first sentence, highlighting what happened, when did it happen, and where did it happen. Like a car collided with a bus on 17 September 2020 at 6:30 p.m. on National Highway 48. So this sentence has answer to all the major three questions. Then you have to give reason, if any. So if the accident occurred, we have a reason. It can be drunk driving, the dim light can be the reason. Natural disaster, the flood occurred. Why? Because the dam burst or it was excessive rainfall. So sometimes we have the reason for the occurrence of a particular event. We cannot have the reason also. The details should be mentioned in brief. Eyewitness account is very important in all these. And while writing the eyewitness account, we use the first person and the account is given in double inverted commas. Like there was an accident and the eyewitness is named Ramesh. So Ramesh, 38. 38 is his age. Said. And then you can have the double inverted comma. I was passing by the roadside when suddenly I heard a huge thump and noticed that the truck collided with a car. I immediately dialed for the ambulance. So this will be written in double inverted comma. Then the casualties or the damage that was caused, so that you have to mention that 7 people died and 23 were injured. Action taken, who appeared there? Definitely the medical staff, the ambulance, the police. The district collector can also be there. Somebody from the district authority or the city authority should be there. The relief measures taken, like in the natural disaster case, that rescue camps were set up and the food packets were given. People were taken to relief sites. So these are the relief measures. We can have the inclusion of the NDRF team, the CRPF, the police, the district authorities. So this is how we frame the report. And then the conclusion that government should pay attention towards the light on the roadside, specifically in the rural areas, or drunk driving should be monetarily banned completely. It should be banned and monetary fine should be imposed very strictly. So some kind of conclusion suggestion can be given. Moving forward, if it is a cultural or sports events, then the occasion, organizer or the sponsor, it can be a school, it can be any other club, it can be any other NGO also, the date and venue, the chief guest. So whenever we have such events, we do have a chief guest. Objectives and main highlights of the program. If it is a cultural event like an annual function, so we have the speeches, the blessings by the chief guest, we have the cultural events, we have the prize distribution ceremony, and then prize distribution, as I said, that we have it in the cultural event, sports events. Message by chief guest or the dignitary is mentioned, the vote of thanks, who delivered it, overall response, like everybody enjoyed it, everybody was mesmerized. So this is how you have the overall response. Moving forward to competitions. Who organized it? When was it organized? Why was it organized? The name of the competition, the level, that is for the senior secondary level or for the secondary classes, the topic, if it is a debate competition, there will be a topic, and then inaugural ceremony. If it is a long process, then we have an inauguration and we have a culmination also. The chief guest or the judges, highlights related to performance, result, etc., that the students, they presented their opinions brilliantly, or the students, they prepared posters related to fitness, and they used colors to come up with various ideas. So this is how you mention that how the students performed. Then prize distribution, special remarks, address if any, and again vote of thanks. Moving forward with workshop, seminar or talk. What was conducted, by whom was it conducted, for whom was it conducted, the date, venue, duration, the guest speakers, panel of experts, we have them here in workshop and seminar. The chief guests, special invitees are there. They present their speeches, they present their ideas. The activities are undertaken specifically in the workshop. Aids used to present the ideas or the thoughts, whether it was an audio-visual, PPT, or something else. Literary or field activities, if any, taken up. And interactive sessions are always there. You have the Q&A session, so that is there. The experts' comments, if there are any. Vote of thanks again, and the overall effect. So you can mention that the seminar ended with a positive note, that the ICT can be used for the benefit of the students and the teachers alike. So this can be an ending to a seminar related to the use of ICT in teaching learning. Now, what happens when we have a report related to a rally, drive, or campaign? What was conducted? By whom was it conducted? Whether it was a public program, whether it was conducted by a private organization. The duration, venue, or places covered. The objective, why was the campaign conducted? Why was the drive conducted, organized? To spread some kind of message. So you have to mention that here. Any display, educational material used, placards are there, banners are there, pamphlets are distributed. These drives, rallies are usually conducted to make the people aware about something. So they distribute pamphlets and all these things, or they usually have a banner saying many things about the topic that they have taken up. Special remarks by a dignitary, chief guest, and the overall success of the program. If you have to write a report about camp, visit, or exhibition, then the place or destination, where was it conducted, who organized it, duration, date, etc. Whether the exhibition was conducted only for a day or 3 days or 6 days, that is to be mentioned. The number of people who visited the exhibition or the camp, description as applicable, the theme of exhibition, type, range, etc. The quality of exhibits, the places of sightseeing, food, scenic beauty, if it is a visit, purpose and nature of the camp, activities undertaken. So when it is a camp, the activities are undertaken, and then overall response. So the kind of report that you are asked decides what kind of content will be there in that report. So each type of report has a complete different set of content associated with that. So before writing any report in the examination itself, you have to make sure that you know what should be written in this kind of report. And that is why keep your eyes and ears open. Look around you. What is going on? in the school. The library week is celebrated. The competitions are conducted. The drives and rallies they take place. Such news reports are always there around us in the city. Something is happening. The accidents they take place. So learn about them. How is the report written? How is it presented? What kind of vocabulary goes with a particular kind of report? So let's go through one or two reports so that you can get the glimpse of it. This one is a natural disaster. Landslide claims 7 lives, leaves many homeless. So the title heading has to be catchy. It cannot be very long. It cannot be very short. The name of the writer as given in the question. If the question says that you are Akshita, a reporter of Indian Express, and you are writing the report, so the name is there. The designation as given in the question is reporter, and the name of the newspaper is mentioned in the date line, Indian Express. Now coming to the report. On 11 September 2018 at 5:14 p.m., the whole of the Uttar Kashi was jolted by a major landslide. During the evening hours, when the residents were resting peacefully, a sudden crash was heard. Within no time, huge rocks came swirling down with tremendous speed. Two small villages were crushed under the rocks, and the houses and other structures came to the ground, shattered. So, in the very first line, it is mentioned that what has happened, where did it happen, and when did it happen. And then we started talking about how did it happen. And then the people also. So, who means the people concerned. Here we have the villagers, first of all, who suffered. Then the mountain suddenly became unstable and caused havoc by claiming innocent lives, 7 innocent lives, including 2 women and 2 children. The people suddenly grew panicky and started running for their lives. However, many got injured because of the landslide. The villages were crushed down mercilessly. Immediately, the district authorities were informed, and the district collector notified the concerned officials to look into the matter. The situation was rather worse, hence, the NDRF was called for help. So, we have the district authority and we have the NDRF. The NDRF and some NGOs instantly started the rescue operation by providing shelter, food supply, clothing, medicines, and other essentials to the suffering people. The CRPF personnel were called in to remove the huge rocks and debris. So the relief measures are taking place. We have the NDRF, the CRPF working along with the NGOs and the district authorities. So these are the people concerned. Now look at this particular part. The Chief Minister, Mr. Anant Negi, along with the Home Minister, conducted an aerial visit of the area. He then announced a monetary relief of 50 lakh for the families of the dead and 10 lakh for the injured. So this all comes in the relief measures. And he said that the people are provided safe places and will be re-established in the area. And then I'll take you to the next one, that is a library week celebration. Tagore Public School celebrated the library week from 10th September to 15th September. So we have a week of 6 days, keeping the Sunday aside. The program started off during the morning assembly of Monday, 10 September 2018. The librarian, Mrs. Namita Sharma, announced the details of the celebration and inspired everyone to participate in the events. The principal, Mr. Sunil Nagar, mentioned in his address that the library is the core of school, housing hundreds of books, and is the temple of knowledge. And then we have the mention of the school captain also. So we start off with giving the answers what, when, where, and then who are the people. The librarian is there, the principal is there, the school captain is there, and then we will have the other teachers, the class teachers, and other people. But these are the main people associated. And then when we have to present a report regarding a week, that is 6 days, we have the opening day and we have the closing day. What happens on the closing day, the last day, the prize distribution takes place. So in these middle, in between days, the 4 days in between, we have to write down that various activities, competitions were conducted for the students of primary classes, for the students of secondary classes, and the senior secondary classes. So you divide the content, various competitions, and then you frame the entire report like it is happening here. On the second day, an essay writing competition was conducted for the secondary classes. On Wednesday, the book exhibition was arranged in the library. On 13th September, poster designing competition was conducted for classes 9th to 12th, slogan writing for classes 6th to 8th. So what we have done, we have divided the competitions in the levels as well as the days. And later on the last day, the prize distribution ceremony will take place. Well, moving forward, this is one report regarding a seminar. And see the beginning. Technology has changed our lives drastically and has made us upfront. The role of technology in school education was discussed in a seminar conducted by Pacific University on 17 September 2018 in Birla Auditorium. The Secretary of the Technology Club of the University, Nidhi Kanwar, welcomed the chief guest, Mr. Manoj Gothavar, Honorable Minister of Education. So we did not begin with the answers to what, when, and where, but we started off with something else. But later on, yes, we gave the answer. And then this seminar talks about technology in teaching and learning specifically. So the guests included principals of government and private schools, software engineers, technology experts, teachers, parents, and students. So when we talk about a seminar related to education, these are the people that needs to be there. So the content, the topic basically decides the content. So in a seminar, what happens, like I'll take the second paragraph now. Therefore, the technology experts presented the equipments and softwares available for teaching and learning in all classes. They included PPTs, OHP, interactive boards, etc. The parents and students asked about their function and how they can make the learning process simple. The principal of government school, Gandhinagar, stated that all the teachers should be trained to use technology in day-to-day teaching. According to the teachers, technology helped them in making the lessons fun. So we talked about the parents, the principal, and the teachers. An interactive session was conducted afterwards in which the experts replied to the queries of the audience. In the end, the chief guest said that the schools can be developed and improved with the help of the technology. Technology aided learning and well knowledge students can be prepared using such new methods. The program came to a close after the vote of thanks delivered by Mrs. Bharti Roy, Vice Chancellor of the Pacific University. So, the points that I gave you earlier regarding report writing about a particular topic, you have to include those points while framing the report. So once you do that, you will frame a brilliant report. And if the report has the answers to all the 5 W's and the 1 H, you are sure to get good marks in report. But again, the report should be written in third person and it should be written in past tense. And with this, I would like to call it quits. All the best for writing a good report. Gather good ideas, look around you, understand things, use the ideas properly, and write good reports. Thanks a lot.